And welcome to Amusement Worldwide. We're up on a hill in Royston. We're just being dynamic now. We thought, let's push the boat out, let's do something a bit different. So this is not the Flat Lounge, this is not the Flat Arena. This is indeed a hill in the middle of our hometown of Royston. So this week, I've actually been quite surprised. We actually got quite a lot of mail in the mailbag, and we've got about 5 questions, I think. So we're just going to roll through them. Mike?
Oh, and welcome to Amusement Worldwide, first ever mailbag show. You send in your questions. Let's see if any of your questions made our top 5 questions to answer this week. First is a question everyone always asks me. I got about 4 of these, so I decided to put it in. Is there space on the left?
Yes.
My left.
Yes.
Do you think Thorpe Park ever taking on the Saw franchise was a huge mistake? Do I think it was a mistake? No, but I think they should have elaborated on it more and not had a fire in their maze. Because after the halogen lamp fire at Alton Towers Skyride Station, you think they'd take better precautions, but that's just Nick Varney. No one asked me if I thought Nick Varney was a dickhead, but I'm going to ask that anyway. Yes, he is. Stephen's going to do the next question, if you like that kind of thing.
Hi. So our second question from the mailbag is, if you're out on Towers and it was really busy and you're like, oh god, people die so I can get on something. Not literally die in case anyone thinks I'm a mass killer. What would you ride? If it was really busy, what would you go, right, if there's one thing I want to ride, I'm going to ride this? Well, in my opinion, I would go for either Nemesis or Oblivion, purely because the first thing I do when I get to Alton Towers is step on Oblivion and you're like, oh, that was amazing, and it gives you the thrill factor, and I think Nemesis does that very well as well. It's like, they're the only 2 rides I walk away from going, oh, I would have done anything for that when I was bored at work the other day, so sadly bored. Yeah, so they're the thrill factors, they're the things you want to go for. And, no question.
Question number 3 is a question that I thought stuck out more than the others, so I'm going to answer it. It is, do you think Drayton Manor should be bought out by Merlin? No, I do not, because if you have no competition, then your rides are going to suck, because at the moment Thorpe Park is pretty much sucking anyway, in my opinion. So, no, I don't think Drayton Manor should be bought out. If you think it should, then you don't agree with me, because I think when they get the hotel, they'll do some awesome stuff. There's some rumours going around, but I don't think they're true, that Drayton Manor are talking to the main parks that aren't Merlin, and they're trying to get something sorted. Like, would you like them to do a pass with Drayton Manor, Paultons Park, Lightwater Valley, Flamingo Land? They're all, Drayton Manor are apparently talking to people, but I don't know if it's actually true. But in case it is, there's a rumour for you to escalate to the upper echelon of everything we ever wanted to hear about. Now question 4 from Steve. Take it away, Steve.
Okay! God, this camera slapping's getting a bit insane. And there's actually a bird above me, flying in the wind, going absolutely spastic.
Can't see it.
I don't know if you can hear it, it's going mental. That's completely putting me off. But as a professional, I'll endeavour to continue. So our 4th question is, do you condone POVs? A lot of people think, oh, what are you doing, mate? Put your camera away, the pilot's going to see you, he's going to tell you to put it away, I'm going to hate you, you're going to stop my ride, and above all, it's probably quite dangerous. If that camera flies somewhere, it's probably going to hit a baby in the face, and that baby will certainly die. Again, I'm not a killer, but, you know, cameras can be dangerous if thrown at the right speed. So, I don't actually condone POVs. I don't know if that means good or bad. Okay, I'll put it in late in its terms, because I can be quite basic. I do support POVs, because there's a lot of rides. Did I change my mind there?
Yeah.
Great, I changed my mind. I do support them. Basically, I look at it on the internet and I'm like, oh, that looks awesome. And then you look at it and you actually want to see a POV, sort of, to see what it's like. I mean, on some rides, I think I look at it and I'm like, oh, that looks amazing. But when I look at them, it's like, oh, it actually wasn't. So POVs really do give you the front seat view without the G-forces, which sadly are something you can't gain from looking at on YouTube. But, you know, everything else is there. What do you think?
Would you prefer watching a POV to run Pepsi Max Big One ever again?
That is a fantastic example, Mike. If you look at the Pepsi Big Max, it's gigantic. It's like the beast of roller coasters. It's so big, it encompasses the whole park. But the thing is, contrary to popular belief, size isn't everything, fellas. Basically, just because you've made it bigger and scaled everything to a larger size doesn't make it any better. It's just so... It feels like a tram car. It's like, oh, I'm about to reach my destination. Wait, I'm exactly where I started, and I don't feel any much more pills.
The Chessington monorail.
It's like a Chessington monorail. I mean, I don't find it fun, because the G-forces don't kick in, and it's very, very flat and smooth. It feels like a Sunday cruise in my car. Sorry.
Our last question that we're going to choose to talk about this week is going to be a question I get asked all the time by anyone who knows I like roller coasters, and I get sick of it, but I'm going to answer it now in our first ever Mailbag show. What is my favourite ride? My favourite ride is probably Oblivion, but the second favourite ride is close second is Samurai, because it is awesome. Third is probably Nemesis, but Nemesis is kind of good because it's been there a long while and we all like it, but if it had just come along now, we'd all probably think it sucks. But Nemesis probably comes third. And that is it for this week. You've got to send in your questions next week, because we might even feature more if we get more. We just did this on spur of the moment because we got questions this week and no one wanted to hear about Atmosphere. So if you've got questions, send them in next week, and we'll leave you on the day that Thorpe Park announced that they're now letting buskers in. Good night.